Coach Jeff Jowers from Grit City Fitness and Performance here today, and we're going to just talk about the impact of a cookie or a coffee. The reason we want to have this conversation is because too often we think that one little action here and one little action there doesn't have an impact, but it does actually truly have a significant impact on your overall goals. This is especially true if for some reason you cannot overcome the struggle or barrier that you currently have or face when trying to reach that goal. For instance, if you've been trying to lose 20 pounds for the last 2 years and you have not been successful, something is not working. And most likely that something comes down to the nutrition, because nutrition plays the biggest role in the overall ability for the body to lose or gain weight. Now, you may be losing or gaining weight on purpose, or you may be losing or gaining weight on accident. And for most of us, we're not achieving the result we want because we're doing things that have small negative impacts and not realizing the consequences that it has long term. So today, that's what we're really going to be talking about, and that's going to be the conversation around a cookie or a coffee and the overall impact it's going to have on you over the course of a year. So let's just jump right in. First, let's know what the calories would be, for instance. So if we looked at cookies, we're just going to say Oreos because I love Oreos and they're easy to count. Now, one Oreo is about 53 calories, okay? And we're just going to say we're going to eat 10 because why not? 10 sounds good. So we're going to eat 10 Oreos, and those are going to equal about 530 calories. Now, on top of that, we're going to use the favorite drink of everybody coming up in October, and that's going to be a coffee that is a pumpkin spiced latte. So we'll just say PSL. Pumpkin spice latte, we'll just say that it's also a grande. So we got this from Starbucks because, of course, that's the best place to go to get these, right? And that's going to be about 380 calories. Now, as we look at this, we know that obviously we'd be eating 10 Oreos. That's going to be about 530 calories. If we drink one pumpkin spice latte that's a grande, it's going to be about 380 calories. Now, one other number that you do want to know, and that number is 3,500. Now, if you don't know what that number stands for, that is the total amount of calories, either as a surplus or as a deficit, the body needs to either gain a pound of fat or lose a pound of fat. So you need to be, on average, losing or gaining 3,500 calories to be able to put on or lose 1 pound of body fat. So how does this play a role? Well, let's just look at it like this, guys. If we look at it in the term of doing one of these activities just one time a week, meaning I do my diet perfect all week long. I stick to it exactly as the plan lays out, or exactly as my coach detailed for me, or exactly as I'm supposed to, and I've been tracking everything. I've been diligent down to the T. Now, the only thing I leave off is I don't want to track my 10 cookies because if I don't track them, it didn't happen. And because I don't want to track my coffee either, because it happens first thing in the morning, and, calories first thing in the morning don't count. Now, that's not true. These are just some of the things that I hear clients tell me. So it doesn't matter why you might not be tracking these or whatever. People will oftentimes just not track things because they think by not putting it on their tracker, it's not going to show up. Well, it shows up. It just shows up a whole lot differently than you want. And that's with pounds on the scale and inches around the waist. So again, let's just say you have one cookie splurge a week and you have one extra coffee that's not on your meal plan. That means on average, you would have about, 800, 900. You'd have on average 920 calories excess. Now again, this is only after being on point 100% all week long. You have one splurge. Let's say the cookies happen on Saturday and the extra coffee happens on Sunday. Go to church, you have your coffee. On Friday, you have dinner with the friends and you have cookies after. Okay, cool. So now let's just look at this. What happens over the course of a year? Well, we'll start with 1 month. We'll go 3 months. We'll go 6 months, and we'll go 12 months. Now, if you are on point with your nutrition, again, not having any of these cheats, on average, you're going to be seeing about 2 pounds of weight loss per week. averaging about 7,000 calories of total caloric deficit, which elicits the weight loss goal of 2 pounds. Now let's just say you again only have the cheats one time a week. Well, if I only have a cheat one time a week and it's 920 calories, if I have 4 of those a month, let's just do a quick math real quick, just to double check my numbers. If we say we have 920 calories, oops. So if we have 920 calories, that's going to be 1,840. 1,840 times 2. 8, 6, 1. So, on average, you'd be having 5,360 excess calories per month. Now, if you took your weight at the beginning of the month and took your weight at the end of the month, what do you think is going to happen? You would be up plus 1.5 pounds. All right, well, that doesn't sound too bad. But what happens if we do that now for 3 months? Well, if we do that for 3 months, we're now going to be sitting at, oops, that's not correct. Yeah, my math is wrong. So we go there, 6, 18. So now, if we did that for just 3 months, right, what happens? We're going to have a surplus of 16,080 calories. Now, how many pounds do you think that's going to be? Well, again, if that gives us 1.5 pounds at 5,300 for just 1 month, that's only 1.5 pounds. But in the course of 3 months, I've now added almost 4 pounds. I've added nearly 4 pounds of body fat, right? Now, that seems like a little bit more because it's only 3 months and now I've gained 4 pounds. But now imagine, again, we continue this same pattern because we have not learned from our mistakes. We have not learned to continue to track. We continue and now we double that. So, 16,800, 8, 6, 1, 6, 12, 4, 3. Now, we're going to be at 32,160. Now, what number do you think that sounds very close to? This one, 3,500. Now, at month 6, you are close to gaining 10 pounds of body fat. 10 pounds of body fat. That is with you being perfect on your nutrition, doing everything right except for 2 things. 1 small slip and allowing yourself 10 cookies, and 1 small slip of indulgence and allowing yourself a pumpkin spice latte. Now, again, let's just imagine we didn't learn, and we just continue. We're almost 10 pounds up at 6 weeks, or 6 months. Now, what do you think is going to happen at the end of 1 year? Well, 32,000. So now we're going to be sitting at, again, 64,320. Now, holy crap, that seems like a lot. And guess what? It is a lot, because now you're almost up 18 pounds. 18 pounds. Now you might be saying, well, 18 pounds is a lot, but I'm not going to get there just by having 1 of those. Yes, you will. Because the truth is, if you let this happen 1 time a week, you're up a surplus. And if you don't learn from it and continue that pattern or behavior, then you're going to be up even more in month 3. And you're going to be up even more in month 6 and up even more in month 12. Now, what does this really tell you? It tells you that little things have big impact. So if you've been struggling to lose weight, let's say it is 20 pounds, guess what? The reason you haven't been able to lose it is because of this and this. It's not because you're not working out hard enough. It's not because your nutrition is not on point. It's because you're allowing yourself too many excess calories too frequently. Now again, frequently can be one time a week. But again, if I do that one time a week, over the course of a month, that's 4 times. And if I do that over the course of 3 months, that's 12 times. And if I do that over the course of 1 year, that's 48 times. And that all equals out to the reason that no matter how good you might be and how diligent you are with tracking, you could still be gaining weight every month or every couple months because you're not keeping true track of everything. And on top of that, you might be allowing yourself that little bit of slippage, which is, oh, it's only 1. Oh, it's not a big deal. I've been good this week. I'll let this happen. Oh, I won't report this. Oh, well, I worked out harder today. I deserve this. Oh, it was a long week at work. It's no big deal. Let me have this one treat. Now, these don't have to be just cookies. It doesn't have to be just coffee. Now, imagine the same thing with something like alcohol. An average shot of alcohol, say vodka, is 70 calories. Now, if you're drinking 1 shot, that is a true shot measured to the exact measurement of a shot glass. Now, let's be honest, none of us actually pour to that level either, because we pour significantly more, which means that on average, we're probably taking more around 100 calories per shot. That means if you pour a drink and you pour the equivalent of 3 to 4 shots in that drink, guess what? You're now at close to 300 to 400 calories that you're consuming that you're probably not tracking, or you're probably not remembering, or you're probably not acknowledging. Now you again have 1 or 2 slip-ups a week where you're allowing yourself alcohol or excess wine, or not tracking to the full extent of your ability to track, and all of a sudden again, you have these calories creeping up, and you're wondering why all your efforts and all your hard work is not paying off. Because this. You have and are consuming excess calories. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter if you're on paleo. It doesn't matter if you're on keto. It doesn't matter if you're on zone, or low carb, or high carb, or no protein, which I don't recommend, or no fat, whatever it may be. It does not matter the name, the program, or the process. What it all comes down to at the very base level, the most important, most significant, most impactful thing comes down to one thing, and that's simply calories. Are you consuming more, less, or the amount that you need to lose, gain, or maintain the current level of body weight you have? If you're going up, something like this is happening. If you're going down, you're consuming less calories than you need, which is ideal. And if you're maintaining the same, that means you're consuming enough calories to maintain the body weight, and you need to make a few small adjustments. Hopefully this makes a lot of sense to you guys, and you can see what the true impact of just something as easy as 10 Oreo cookies a week are, or something like a pumpkin spice latte. The impact that it's going to have, not just on the short term being a week or a month, but the impact it's going to have at week or month 6, at month 12. Again, this is the reason why the human race is currently gaining weight on a year-to-year basis. It's because we're not taking into effect, or into cause and effect, the little things that we're doing. So if you want to see great results, clean up the small things. Start paying attention to the things that you're not tracking or being not diligent about, and see where they may be ruining you or causing negative impact, because 1 month here will end up 12 months down the line, and you're going to be significantly heavier and more frustrated, all because you decided to let yourself slide a couple times here and there.